Please, if you just came back from the US to Nigeria for a dirty December, make sure you return back before the 1st or 2nd of January 2026. Nigeria are
everywhere bust, everywhere scatter. Nigeria is suffering. We are going through a lot. Recently, the President of America, Donald Trump, has permanently banned Nigerians from entering the United States of America. Whether you've gone to Nigeria for dirty December and you decide to stay back, if you don't go back January, Charlie, you will remain in Nigeria, do Easter, do Christmas, do New Year. In fact, you remain permanently in Nigeria, because recently the President of America has permanently banned Nigerians and some other African countries from entry into the US. Hey, you don't bust. I'm gonna be sharing the video for you guys to watch. Please, I'm reacting on these videos as you're watching. Hey, please say a word of prayer for Nigerians, because we are going through a lot. Go.
First of all, some weeks ago, Donald Trump actually banned some immigrants from some country from entering into America, with Somalia, Iran, and people from that country banned from entering into America. And now he has expanded it. Donald Trump bans 15 countries under new USA travel restrictions affecting specific visa categories. And be rest assured that Africa will dominate this list. So here are the countries: Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Dominican Republic, Gabon, the Gambia, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal, Tanzania, Tonga, Zambia and Zimbabwe. So this is basically like Africans, getting visa restrictions. Now, the White House actually came out to give the official reasons why the travel restrictions have been imposed on these 15 countries. Now, according to them, it is because of national security in these countries. Well, the second one is high visa overstay rates. So their visa has expired, they are still staying in that country. Unreliable documentation, corruption, and immigration enforcement issues. Now, critics argue that measures unfairly target certain nationalities and may not enhance security. You see, that is why I was talking about this Abu Trika thing. This thing will cause reputational damage. You see what is happening to, you understand? Like, visa overstays, national security. And I'm not even surprised they are here, because Trump called that country a disgraced country. You understand? So I'm not surprised they are here. That is why I was very much concerned when Nigeria was flapping passports that he got from Ghana, in Nigeria, and Okujeto is there smiling. And Nigerian says he came to Ghana and got Ghanaian passport. Meanwhile, we in Ghana say before you go get passport, unless you cry. Well, I'll be a video about that later. But if your country is among these 15, just know that before you enter America, you go hard fucking.
Nigeria added as US expands travel restrictions. So, President Donald Trump on Tuesday, December 16, signed a proclamation further restricting entry into the United States for nationals of countries identified as high risk due to what the White House described as persistent and severe deficiencies in screening, vetting, and information sharing that threaten national and public safety. Among the 15 additional countries placed under partial entry restriction is Nigeria. The decision was announced in a fact sheet published on the White House website on Tuesday, December 16, titled President Donald J. Trump further restrict and limit the entry of foreign nationals to protect the security of the United States. In addition, the proclamation imposes partial entry restrictions on 15 more countries that includes Nigeria. Countries under this Nigeria restriction include, we have Antigua and Barbuda, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Dominican Republic, Gabon, the Gambia, Malawi, Mauritania, Senegal, Tanzania, Tonga, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, and Angola. So what that means is that according to the information, if you have an existing visa, you can still have access to the United States. Also, another part of this restriction is that you see at the discretion of the consular, they can decide on individual case by case. Except you are an athlete, musician, a superstar, then the restriction may not actually affect you like that. This happens when the leadership in a country that refuses to actually do right by their people. If Nigeria had addressed the concerns that was expressed by President Trump regarding the Christian, regarding some other things, I don't think we will be in this list. I don't think we'll be on this list. But sadly, we have leaders who don't actually care about us. And because they have, of course, they have diplomatic passports, their children have diplomatic passport, they are citizens of America, they can go and come back. So the decision will only affect ordinary people like us. Sadly, America will do everything to protect their citizens, and that is what a country should do, normally. But hey, Nigeria is a country that does not have leadership.
Please, if you just came back from the US to Nigeria for a dirty December, make sure you return back before the 1st or 2nd of January 2026. Nigeria added as US expands their travel restrictions. They don't add Nigeria. Now, according to the press statement, President Donald Trump on Tuesday, December 16, signed a proclamation further restricting entry into the United States for nationals of countries identified as high risk due to what the White House described as persistent and severe deficiencies in screening, vetting, and information sharing that threaten national security and public safety. Among the 15 additional countries placed under partial entry restrictions is Nigeria. The decision was announced in a fact sheet published on the White House website on December 16, 2025, titled President Donald J. Trump further restricts and limits the entry of foreign nationals to protect the security of the United States. Now, the White House said the move was aimed at strengthening national security through what is called common sense restrictions based on data. The proclamation maintains full entry restrictions on nationals from the original 12 countries previously listed under the Proclamation 1949. Now, these countries are Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Right? It also introduces full restrictions on 5 additional countries. Listen, namely Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, South Sudan, Syria, as well as individuals holding travel documents issued by the Palestinian Authority. Laos and Sierra Leone, which were previously under partial restrictions, have now been placed under full restrictions. Now, in addition, the proclamation imposes partial entry restrictions on 15 more countries. These include Angola, Antigua, Barbuda, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Dominica, Gabon, the Gambia, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal, Tanzania, Togo, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Yes. The fact sheet states that exemptions remain in place for lawful permanent residents, existing visa holders, certain visa categories such as athletes and diplomats, and individuals whose entry is deemed to serve United States national interest. So these ones here, they are free to enter US as they please, right? But please, if you know that your visa, where you carry for hand, is not legit, and there's some mago, corner, with the inside your visa, and you're in Nigeria already, try your best to return back before January 1st or 2nd. If not, you go stay here, do dirty December, do dirty Easter, do dirty Valentine, or every dirty, we'll do all of them, 2026. The message has been passed. Do well to share, especially to your friends and family members living in the US. And you are welcome.
Continue to live in a falsehood. Nigerians are living in falsehood. There is nothing real about Nigeria. From the election to the presidency to the appointees, nothing is real. You can appoint pathological liars and terrorist sympathizers into a ambassadorial list for so many countries. You can have a president that his integrity is questionable. According to Reno Mokore, a non-drug lord, he said he have the proof. You can have a vice president that is a terrorist sympathizer. You have national security advisor arming terrorists. On national televisions, national security advisor is being accused of paying terrorists. That Tinubu is using him to pay terrorists. You did not respond to it. 4 terrorists were arrested in Kwara State for possessing AK-47, non-state actors. They confessed that it was the Kwara State government. Kwara State government said it was Rebado who armed the Mietiala. The same Mietiala that is literally a terrorist organization coordinating the activities of bandits. Why can't this Tinubu's Islamic regime tell us that we just want Nigeria to become an Islamic state? Instead of them.
Alright guys, Donald Trump has taken a major step towards the security challenges in Nigeria, where he accuses Nigeria of allowing terrorist organizations like ISWAP, Boko Haram and other bandits to operate freely in Nigeria. And for that reason, United States has added Nigeria to a list of countries facing partial travel restriction, citing security challenges and documentation concerns. According to reports, the White House has announced the presidential proclamation on Tuesday, updating its list of countries facing full and partial travel restriction, which Nigeria was mentioned. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump singled out Nigeria to explain the reason why he added Nigeria to that list, citing the fact-finding report which was submitted by Ray Moore when he visited Nigeria and saw what Nigerians are passing through over insecurity. According to that report, Nigerians are displaced, and these guys are in IDP camps, where they shared sad and heartbreaking reports of what they have suffered in the hand of these bandits and terrorists in Nigeria. Guys, other countries are also included in this restriction into the United States, about 15 countries, which includes Angola, Antigua, Barbuda, Benin, Ivory Coast, Dominican Republic, Gabon, and Gambia. While Malawi, Mauritania, Senegal, Tanzania, Tonga, Zambia, and Zimbabwe were also included. Guys, what do you think about this?
Guys, is it not better they dissolve this country, Nigeria? Because if we can't be able to access going to the United States of America, which other country would accept us Nigerians. Hey, it is becoming a norm that Nigerians are being tagged in different, things. When the president of America came out to say Nigeria is a country of concern, the president of Nigeria never for once made a press statement to address that. Instead, he was threatening Donald Trump. He was calling him names. He did not address it to debunk that issue. But videos are circulating on the internet that, oh, really, Nigeria is a country of concern, that we really need help. Right now, we've been banned from entering the United States of America permanently because the Americans are trying to protect their countries from terrorists. They are trying to protect their countries from arms. They are trying to protect their citizens. See, the rate at which Nigeria is going right now, very soon, other African countries will start closing down their borders against them. Other African countries will start closing their borders against them. This is the same reasons some countries do not want Nigerians in their country. Ghana don't want Nigerians. South Africans don't want Nigerians because of these issues. When will Nigeria be better? When are we going to be better? When is the country going to be better? For crying out loud, when are we going to have a sane Nigeria? When? At this point, I'm actually tired of talking about my country, Nigeria, because it's pissing me off that we don't have a leader. We don't have a leader, but this leader is a puppet to France. All he does is listen to France. Whenever France needs him, they pay attention to France and leaving us, the citizens, to suffer. I'm actually pissed right now, guys. Share this video, like and subscribe.